So here's one for you. And this comes from my book. I swear you can't make this stuff up. Okay. So I used to, my ex-wife, number six, okay, she worked for Pfizer. And Pfizer, if you're doing really good, they give you a lot of rewards. One of the things they gave you was a lot of trips. So we went on a Pfizer reward trip and we're going ahead and we're down in Mexico. And of course, I like my fishing, so I signed up for their fishing thing. They had a big charter sign up for. So go ahead. It comes the morning, we're getting ready to go to the charter. We go down to where the docks are, and all of a sudden, the little guy comes up to me and he's got two fishing poles and turns around and he says, Fishing, fishing. I said, yeah, Pfizer, Pfizer. He says, yeah, Pfizer, Pfizer. And I said, fishing, fishing. And so we think this is the guy. So we get on the boat and we think this little boat must be leading us to the bigger boat, but we don't know. And we're with a friend of ours. His name is Gabo. And we're with Gabo. The three of us get on the boat. The boat goes out. Now you got to remember, this is a maybe 24-footer or something like that. So just even 2-foot high waves, a big bouncy, bouncy, and we're bouncing. My ass is getting killed on this thing. The spray is killing my wife because she's got a sweater on and all the water is sticking in her sweater. Now she's freaking cold. So this is already miserable, and we're miserable. And the guy starts throwing in the line to catch a fish, and we turn around. And it's like no, no. And then all of a sudden we look, and in the background there's this giant boat with people, and they're waving to us. They're waving to us, and we realize that's the freaking boat we're supposed to be on. Okay. So now it becomes a problem. And my wife has got to pee. And the guy, I say, she's got to pee. And he goes ahead and he's got a gallon water bottle and he cuts off the bottom half, turns it over and gives it to her. It's like she's supposed to pee on the boat with three men. Look what, okay, it was pretty ridiculous. It was pretty freaking bad. Okay. So now it's getting really worse and the seas are getting even worse. And we're like, take us back, take us back. So we go ahead, we go back, we get back into the inlet, and the guy is talking to somebody on the walkie-talkie or the radio, and he's talking to them. And he stops the boat and he says, you'll need to pay now. We're like, what do you mean pay now? This is a Pfizer trip. We're not paying shit. And the guy turns around and goes, no, you need to pay or I stay here. Okay. Well, Gabo gets a little bit upset. This is the final straw for Gabo. And Gabo goes ahead and he grabs the freaking guy, lifts him up, and he says, you take the boat back now, or you're in the water and we'll take the boat back. Okay. Puts the guy back down. The guy drives the boat back into the thing. We get out. When we get off the boat, there's a bunch of people there from Pfizer. Oh my God, are you guys okay? Where you got kidnapped? Da, 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 da. Okay, so now they're talking to us like as if we like got kidnapped by this guy and all of that stuff. So eventually they turn around and they want to give us like a massage. Okay, a massage. Okay. So we go back to our room. We're standing there. Now we were on the third floor and Gabo was on the second floor. And now my wife has got black and blue marks on her hiney, and her and Gabo are talking floor to floor. Like, look at this! Did you see this? And he's showing her his ass and his black and blue marks, and her black. And so this is what we had. We had black and blue marks from this excursion. So we go ahead. We do the what do you call it? We do the side by side massage. It was really beautiful, and the next thing that happens, you ready? The next thing that happens is they gave us a free dinner, okay? Or like in one of the expensive restaurants, okay? So we go ahead and we go do the dinner, and we're sitting there at dinner. And me and my wife are having a drink, and we're sitting there at dinner, and we're listening to the couple at the table. Now, did you hear about those two that got kidnapped? And they took them out and they ransomed them at sea, or they were going to throw them in the ocean, and they're freaking going on and on and on about our little adventure. Okay. And they're going on and on and on. And that's how the whole thing ended. Okay. The whole thing ended like, my gosh, how could this have happened? All right. Well, we go ahead and we stayed with Pfizer for a long time, but we never got on another boat while we were with Pfizer. Anyway, if you like this story, and I think you will, and there's a lot more that you could like, you might want to go ahead. There's a little button on there to hit our YouTube channel and become a subscribing member to our YouTube channel. Go ahead, don't feel bad. Go ahead and hit that little button.